Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA. Here for you today on Thursday, May 1st, 2025. NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions. As always, 3 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep here today.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. It feels so good to say that, guys. It's been a long time coming. But appreciate all of you guys' support. Let's have a great day here in the NBA today. Let's first start with a recap from yesterday. We ended up going 1-2 in our 3 picks yesterday, minus 0.98 units. Now we did cash Fred VanVleet over 14.5 points. He gets this done really easily. I believe he cashed, was that in the first half? I think he cashed in the first half. He had like 19 points in the first half. You'd love to see it. But because the game was so uncompetitive, our other pick of Brandon Podziemski over 13.5 points folds. Podziemski got the 8 in the early part of the third quarter. Really thought we had a good chance to cash as long as the Warriors could keep fighting. And they just found themselves down by 31. So they pulled all the starters in the third quarter. Podsy never came back. So obviously that hurt. That was definitely a tough way to lose that bet. And then in our nightcap, the unluckiness kind of continued with Jay McDaniels. This dude picked up 6 fouls, fouled out of the game, played just 17 minutes. We had his over 21.5 PRAs. I still love the play. It's just one of those things where foul trouble is a really tough thing to consider because he hadn't gotten in that type of foul trouble all series. And then it happens, and it's like, what do you do? If he's only going to play 17 minutes, he isn't going to cash his line, obviously. But I think if he played his normal minute count, he would have gotten there once again. But it's just one of those things that happens, guys. It's just unfortunate luck. But I still like the play. Just unfortunate luck. So it is what it is as far as that goes. As far as our, like I said, 1-2 day, minus 0.98 units. As far as our comic cappers go, we had Justin McKelvey. Once again, what are we doing here, Justin? He's absolutely on fire. I'm calling out Justin McKelvey every day in every video, baseball and NBA. So make sure you guys look for his pick today. Rockets minus 2.5 in the first half cashes that. Great call out there from Justin. Really has had some really sharp looks. So good stuff, Justin. We'd love to see it. But yeah, drop your favorite pick down below, guys, in the comment section. Participate in our comic capper section. It's a lot of fun. If your pick hits in the chat, we'll give it a call out in the video. Just make sure you put a star or an asterisk next to your pick so I know you want it included in the video. That's kind of your way of saying, yes, I'd like this to be noticed because that is a good pick. But that's it for our recap as far as that goes. One other quick announcement before our picks. Just check the pinned comment and description for anything you need here at the channel. Merchandise, membership, and or our social media. You want to connect with us on social media, stuff like that. All those links down below in the pinned comment and description. The membership really is great value, guys. Just $3.99 for the entire month. You get access to all of our picks and our plays early, a couple hours in advance of the video. You also get access to our Straight Fire MVP picks of the day as well when we have them. Today, we probably won't have one from the NBA. We may have one for Major League Baseball. I'm going to do a thorough look and just see if there's anything else I like at baseball. If we do have one, we'll add that play in our community tab for our members. And if you guys want access to it, just sign up, become an MVP down below for just $4 for the entire month. Less than the cost of a biggie bag. Guys, we got our coffee. Shout out to all the coffee lovers out there. Got my Rockin' Bassist cup. I am actually a bit of a musical person. I'm a bassist. And an acoustic guitar player. So that's what's going on with the cup there. But we're ready to go, guys. We're fired up. Let's get a quick sip. All right. We're just setting the mood. We're setting the mood. All right. Let's get right into our picks, guys. Let's get this sweep. At number 1, you guys know where we're going. Tobias Harris. Over 22.5 points and rebounds here for the Detroit Pistons. Minus 108 odds on FanDuel. You guys probably knew I was going to go back to this one after we just cashed again on him. He's absolutely killing it in this series. And this line still isn't high enough. They did move it up by 1. It was 21.5 when we played it. It did bump it up to 22.5. But I still don't think this is high enough. I think this line, really, if you look at his game log, should be at least 24.5. And right now, I think we're getting some extra value at the 22.5 mark. He's 4 or 5 in this series with logs at 31, 28, 11, 26, and 25. Like I said, he's had 25 plus in 4 of the 5 games. That's why I'm saying it probably should be in the 25 range, just because of that. Because of, once again, this is all about what we've talked about over the last few days in terms of usage and minutes. And yesterday, I believe it would have played out that way on all of our picks if we got the usage and the minutes that we were supposed to get. We had a blowout yesterday, and we had a guy fall out. So it's unlucky, but it doesn't make the picks wrong. We are counting on this game to be competitive. It's an even pick'em line, right? It's a minus 118 line for the Pistons, plus 100 for the Knicks. This should be a close game, right? With the way this series has gone, you expect this to be close all the way through. You expect Tobias Harris to continue to play what he's played, which has been 40-plus minutes in just about every game. Which is why I like this once again. When this dude plays 38-plus minutes, just 38-plus minutes, he's 83% to this line on the season. He's cashing the over in 83% of the time, which I like to see that. Like I said, the continued attention remains on Cade Cunningham. Nothing has really changed in that regard. So it allows guys like Tobias Harris to get some of those clean looks. The only key for him, really, I think the only thing this comes down to is him staying out of foul trouble. Now, he's likely to be matched up on Karl Anthony Towns like he has been most of the series. And at times, Towns can make you, obviously get into foul trouble. But Towns, really, Tobias Harris has been beasting on Towns a lot of this series. Not the entire series, but a lot of the series, Harris has been getting the best of Towns. And I still think that could happen here. Obviously, Harris does a good job usually without fouling. And Towns just isn't the big physical, unstoppable force. I remember one time, I forget which game it was. I want to say it was game 2. He was backing down Harris, and it took him 10 dribbles just to get to the edge of the paint on near the foul line. And he took a hook shot, and I was like, "Geez, that dude needs to get some more meat on his bones because it shouldn't be that bad, for him to get to that spot." So, I think once again, Tobias Harris can hold his own. Key, like I said, stay out of foul trouble. His rebound chances, shot attempts are really consistent this series. You can almost count on him to get 12-plus rebound chances, which he's had in every game of this series. He's had a minimum of 9 shots. Now, the one game, that was his one miss, where he had 9 shots, finished with 11 PRs. Outside of that, though, this dude gets at least between 11 and 15 shots every game. So I think that's what you can count on here today. 11 to 15 shots, 12-plus rebound chances. I like my odds there. If we're going to get that much opportunity, I like him going over again. And like I said, he's been cashing. At the bottom line is his minimum on his hits this series. He's 4 or 5 in the series is 25. So that's why I say this line should be 25 is because he hasn't had less than 25 when he's cashed. So I think, once again, this is a great spot for Harris. His minutes are going to be high. He's going to be on the floor a lot. He'll get some open looks when they have to contend with Cunningham, obviously. Pistons are desperate, trying to force Game 6. So I expect Harris, a vet, to be able to step up in a game like this as well. Really like the look here on him today. So love it there for number 1 pick. We got Tobias Harris, over 22.5 points and rebounds. Here for the Detroit Pistons, minus 108 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we're going Kawhi Leonard, over 36.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Clippers, minus 122 odds on FanDuel. So yeah, we're basically just running back our winners from Tuesday night, right? Kawhi Leonard, obviously, we got the same line on him in game number 5 of that series. He cashed, so why would we not play it again? And in an even more of a spot where I see Kawhi needing to be Kawhi, Clippers playing this game at home, trying to force a Game 7. You guys know how Kawhi is in these types of games. We've seen him, when you really need him to step up and deliver, he's the type of guy that could do that. Now, I'm hoping this game stays close. That's the big thing. This is a 6.5 point spread. I think you're taking a little bit of a chance there as far as that goes. But it's in favor of the Clippers, which I find a little weird. After the Nuggets really have outplayed the Clippers pretty bad in the last 2 games. But really, we're looking for this game to be close. It should be. I anticipate this game being close. If it is, Kawhi goes over. I don't think there's any real question there. That's really the only thing I think it comes down to. Can this game be competitive? And I think it will be. Last 4 games, we've seen Kawhi Leonard post logs of 47, 38, 35, and 40. You recall the game we had 35. We had his over in that game, and that would have cashed without that Aaron Gordon crazy dunk at the end of the game that ended the game. Otherwise, the game goes to overtime. He obviously would have cashed in overtime. But here for Leonard, guys, I think this line is just a little bit too low. He's been able to do this in multiple different ways. We've seen him have high assist games in this series, high rebound games, high point games. He's been able to really get there in multiple different ways, which is why I love the PRAs on him, right? We've seen him post 8+ assists in the series. We've seen him post 11+ rebounds. And obviously we've seen him post 30+ points. We've seen all these things happen. So that's why I like the PRAs. I think there's multiple ways he can get this done. And I think this is a spot here where, I think he gets this done again. He's 11 of his last 17 games to this line. It's really picked it up down the stretch of the season. To me, he is the Kawhi Leonard that we want to see. I think he's got some scrutiny in the media for, is Kawhi really that guy? And I'm like, yes, he is. Is he going to be locked in to be able to shoot the ball like he did in game 2 where he shot 14 to 15 from the field? That's not realistic, man. Come on. We're putting an expectation on the guy to shoot crazy good from the field. No, I don't think he'll shoot that good from the field, but I think there's a good chance that he shoots a high volume today, and then he still shoots a pretty good percentage. He's going to get on the glass. He's going to also pass his teammates with the attention he'll get, and I expect him once again to go over, and I expect the series, honestly, to go to a Game 7 as well. I think the Clippers pull it out, and I think Leonard has a big performance. So, love it there for number 2 pick, guys. Get Kawhi Leonard over 36.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Clippers, minus 122 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and finally at number 3, you guys like, Steve, just give us a different pick. We've seen the same picks for the last 5 days. Well, that's the beauty of the playoffs, guys. A lot of times you do end up playing the same things if they're working. But I do have a different one here for you today. We got Josh Hart, under 5.5 assists here for the New York Knicks, plus 115 odds on the ESPN bet. Now, I'm going to level with you. I think this is our first under of the playoffs, which has probably been a little bit of a mistake on my part by not playing more unders. But here, I really like the spot. I really like to identify one that I really like, and this one really stood out. Josh Hart is averaging 9.4 potential assists in this series. So if he's going to get 6, what does that require? That requires him to have a conversion rate of 6 out of 9.4. So obviously that would be a 60+% conversion rate, which is a pretty high rate for assists. Like I said, anytime you take assists, you guys probably will know this about me. If I'm taking an assist over, I like the potential assist to be at least double or more of the assist line. If we're taking less, it's the reverse. So if we were taking over, I'd like to see his potential assist up near about 12. Well, we got it below 10 here. So that's why I like the under. It's a big reason why I like the under. It's coming off a game where he had 7 potential assists last game, but he had 6 assists. He hit the over. 6 out of 7. What's the likelihood that happens again? I would say extremely low. That does not typically happen at all. That's like an 80-something% conversion rate. That doesn't usually happen, guys. Especially in the playoffs where buckets are hard to get, fouls are pretty high. You're not gonna see any easy buckets. So if he's gonna get 6 assists, it's probably gonna be off of 3 to 4 threes, and maybe a couple cutting layups or a dump off in the post. But it would require a lot of assists off him passing the 3-point shooters, and that's just not a likely consistent thing to keep happening. He has technically hit the over in 3 or 5 games this series, but like I said, two of the 5 games he's landed on 6, and he's averaged just 8 potential assists in those 2 games. So obviously last game had just 7, and the other one that he hit the over, he had 9. So those are extremely high conversion rates that I see coming back down to earth. The Pistons are a pretty solid defensive team, especially to allowing assists to small forwards. Pistons have allowed the 5th fewest assists to small forwards over the last 15 games, the 7th fewest assists to small forwards for the season. So as far as defending the position goes, they should be allowing a lot of assists. And where's the ball going to be? Really think about this for a minute. There's been a lot of isolation basketball from the Knicks. If the ball's going to be in anyone's hands, it's going to be Jalen Brunson and maybe Towns. Hart shouldn't be running the show, which is why his potential assists are low to begin with, and why they'll continue to be low. So if we get burned here, if he has 7 potential assists and he gets 6 again, I'm going to have to live with it. But at the end of the day, I think that's about where he's going to be. I think he's going to be in that 7 to 10 potential assist range. And if he is, I'm very comfortable taking the under here. So, love it there, guys. For our number 3 pick, we got Josh Hart under 5.5 assists here for the New York Knicks, plus 115 odds on ESPN Bet. All right, guys, that will do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you all. Let's have a big day today. Really excited about today, guys. I feel good about today in baseball and the NBA. I think we're locked up for a 6-0 day. Maybe a 7-0 day if we add a play. Like I said, I'm not sure that we're actually going to add a play or not on a short slate. Typically, like I said, I try to get them plays out to you. But I don't want to just force plays that I don't think are there. So, like I said, maybe one in baseball for the MVPs. But outside of that, I think that'll, the 6 that we have today are pretty good here today. So, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. We've had an interesting couple weeks where I feel like we've just had a lot of muck, a lot of being in the middle. We're kind of stuck in the middle ground. We've had a few bad days, had some solid days, but nothing that really stands out of late. So hopefully today is the day where we can have like at least a 5-1 day, maybe at least a 4-2 day, maybe a 5-1 day, or maybe even a 6-0 day. That's what we'd love to see. So appreciate you guys. Check out our Major League Baseball Best Bets video. Outside of that will do it for me, and we'll see you again next time. Peace out.